Basically, this was Rockney O'Bannon, who created the show, who created the show Farscape, has had a lot of experiences, I think, in dealing and working on a show that had a very rabid and excited fan base. And as time went on, he wrote the script several years ago, and for us, we felt that it actually became more relevant as time went on, the way fans continue to interact with the shows with social media in a way that they have never done before. So we felt like there was a great opportunity now to deliver a type of show to a fan base that builds a lot of communities with the shows. So we felt like after our shows that we produce over Fake Empire also happened to inspire a devoted fan base from Chuck and from Gossip Girl. So we watched a lot of the interaction, the communities that people built online, and felt like there was an opportunity. Mostly those are great, but what if it went a little bit awry and it went a little bit dangerous? That was the main thought behind it.
What kind of online interactions are going to be?
There should be an extensive plan that the CW is really excited about. This is one of the shows where we feel like it's so hard to get people to notice shows these days, and the marketing of the show is kind of built in a little bit in a natural way to the premise. So we hope we can do it in a way that doesn't feel that it's pandering, but in a way that it feels natural. And the show should be fun. We want it to be an exciting ride for people and to feel like what's real and what's not. And we feel like there will be a lot of interaction online with it.
So, that sense of reality and playing with people's, fandom and things like that. So, I assume that was what was behind creating an actual real world within the show of the fake show.
Yeah, exactly. We love the idea of both worlds playing off each other too. That's why we started it the way we chose to start it. So you weren't really sure what world you're in. So we like to. Sometimes you get lost actually within the world, and suddenly it stops. What happens next? And we want to create both shows so that the world within the world is relevant, and that show could stand on its own if it had to, and that so you forget which show is commenting on which show is the goal. Not in a way, hopefully, that's confusing, but in a way that allows both to play off each other and something that should be fun.
Did you talk about casting Robert as the host? What was your
Well, I love Rob Knepper, and he's great in everything he's in. I've seen him do comedy, I've seen him do scary, and he felt like that was a critical role, and it felt like we needed someone who could be larger than life and real at the same time. And what's brilliant about Rob is he does it all. He takes over every moment he's in, and we're actually very excited to see him play the actor in the show as well as the character, which we'll see in episode 2. So for us, he just embodies a true larger-than-life force that just feels also real at the same time.
So have you had any weird emails or recruiters for real cult kind of people yet?
Not yet. I think we're all anticipating that, and we hope that it's the type of show that people will have some fun with, and that there'll be fans that really spring up around it the same way. If it's great, we'll have that. So we're just trying to make it great right now.
Do you find it was hard to balance, say, the sort of common sense, real decisions people would make with things that need to happen in order to make the plot go? Do you find it a hard balance?
Meaning how people would react to the show,
or the certain situations in the fake CW world where they're doing the investigation. So like putting the disc in at the end, even though knowing what it might do,
right.
Something that needs to thrill the show. But would that be something that someone would really do?
I think we tried to create a situation where Matt Davis's character was desperate enough to figure out what was happening. So I think normally no, but I think right now what I love about it is his only link and his only clue to what's happened to his brother is a television show. And I think he only half believes it could be as nefarious as it seems until that moment happens, and then he realizes, wait a minute, I'm now hooked up into a much larger system, which we then start to find out about those people in the next episode. So I think the desperation is critical for him to take them on, but I also think he's not 100% sure yet until he does that wait a minute, this is real. Could be real.
Is there a parallel between the people within the show doing the cults versus the people doing the kids in the show?
Yeah, we deliberately want there to feel like the people that, the question being, is the inside show influencing people from the outside world, and then does the outside world start to influence the happenings on the show? That's why we have a mysterious creator of the show who we don't see yet in the pilots, who may be as much a part of the outside world as the inside world. So we continue to want to play with both realities, but they absolutely influence each other. There's a missing sister in the show, there's a missing brother in real life. That we can the way both sides tend to handle it are going to be different, but we like the idea of sort of, again, both realities standing on their own if they can. That's our goal.
An end game in mind that's based on how long the show lasts?
Yes, I mean, each season is going to serve almost as a chapter, I would say. Hopefully we'll have many chapters and we can tell as time goes on, but we want to structure it so that each season feels like you're going to reach an end point of that season that spins you into the next. We don't want to do something where it feels like, you know, you get to the end of that first season and only to find out that it's, you know, oh, none of that, we have to reset it and do it again. We really want each season to feel like a true journey, and because we get to do them as 13 episodes, we feel like we're going to be able to have very satisfying seasons without any episodes feeling like you're just playing in between.